Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, PrincetonTrader.com here for NTMarkets.com with your Monday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, we are gapping down this morning on the looming potential shutdown of the government. As for me personally, I don't think we'll shut down until we actually, I won't believe it until they actually shut it down. There's just no political capital in shutting down the government. None. And all these people in the House have to run for election in a year. So, you know, it's a lot of blustering. It's a lot of rhetoric. And nobody's really taking a reasonable position. And they've got about 17 hours to sort it out. So the deadline is midnight tonight. So, or 15 hours, I guess. So we'll see how it goes. But these Washington, D.C. fueled gap downs or even gap ups on Sundays tend to get retraced. So the important thing is that whether it's a gap up on a Sunday night because Larry Summers is going to be the Fed chair, or a gap down on Sunday night because we're all going to shut down and it's all going to be absolutely horrible, you can't chase those. You can't chase them, meaning don't shorten the hole. Okay? We've done 1726 down to 1671. Don't shorten the hole. Is a short trade probably the right trade now for the next week or two? Possibly, yes. But I would not be entering it here. Okay? What I want to see is a move back up to the middle band, a move back up to try to fill the gap, which is up at 1685. And if that is sluggish, back up into this fib area here. That's where the gap is. And you got the middle band here. If it's going to be long-term resistance, it's going to get tested. The chances of a gap and go to the downside, it's not really acting like it. I mean, this is where we opened up. So, they've been bouncing. We've done. Where's our low now? 70.75. So we've got the 50-day exponential moving average underneath here. If it's going to be a gap and go, it's a strangely acting gap and go, and Europe had every chance to take it and really knock it down, and they didn't want it. So I expected to wake up this morning if it was a gap and go and have another 7 or 8 handles to the downside. So I had a very, very small long on Friday into the close. And I went ahead and added on the lows. So I'm long like 78 half right in there. But it's a very, very small position. It's a very small position, and it's a play on an averted shutdown. It's a play on a gap fill. And potentially it's a play on getting a Fed chair this week. I just think if you're going to announce it, this is the week to announce it, to try to break through the news cycle of all this other stuff. So that is complete and absolute speculation on my part. That's just speculation. Now, for the negative, if we break through the 50, it really does open up 1660, and you've got to be looking at that level there. The middle band for now is resistance until it proves that it can be broken back through. I think it needs to be tested, though. I think it needs to be tested. And if it's going to be longer term resistance, it really needs to be tested. And we should get a little bit of a pop-up today. Maybe not 12, 13 handles. I mean, absent a deal, I think we're just going to kind of test the waters here between say 71 and 78 to 80, because it's really hard to push it short here, because the next headline that comes across could be a deal, and if it's a deal, you're going to get your face ripped off. So I think shorts are pretty leery down here, and you may see everybody try to walk this up a little bit for the shorts to get a better entry, and for the trap longs to get out a little bit. So I'm expecting a little bit higher trade this morning. Okay. Everybody have a fantastic day. Follow us on Twitter at Princeton Trader. Check out the website. Check out the chat room. Come take a trial. We had that webinar last week. I hope everybody went because all we talked about last week was how we were going to get a test of the middle band, and there was some, there was a great amount of handles in there for anybody that wanted it. So I hope everybody that went to the webinar did very well on that particular trade. Okay, everybody have an amazing day. I'll be back tomorrow morning with another webcast. Trade them well.